Thank you, Christine. Hello, my name is Tim, and I'm going to build upon the previously mentioned trust issues at work by discussing the concepts behind the why and the how trust fails in the workplace, and a few theories that apply to the conceptualization of trust. I will be summarizing Task 2 of our project. Task 2 covered the conceptualization of trust. Here we use the concepts of organizational culture, structure, as well as power and influence to explain why trust can be lost in the workplace. We discussed three theories: Hofstede's cultural dimension theory, Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, and Roethlisberger's X model theory to help better explain why communication and respect for internal and external influencers are important for preserving and promoting trust within an organization. Ineffective communication is one of the biggest contributors to mistrust and unreliability in the workplace. In order to avoid miscommunication chaos in the workplace, organizations need to have a formal communication structure established. It is imperative that organizational design is such that employees and leaders know how to match appropriate communication to organizational norms. This can be achieved by structuring an organizational hierarchy which dictates how communication flows from top to bottom, also known as vertical linkages, and from across organizational units, also known as horizontal linkages. If organizational structure does not allow for both downward and upward means of communication, then mistrust is bound to occur. One of the main reasons why miscommunication occurs in the workplace is due to organizational culture. Internal and external factors can influence the cultural structure of an organization. One of the ways we can understand why the culture of an organization can affect trusting relationships is by applying Hofstede's cultural dimension theory, which suggests influencers such as political, sociological, and psychological factors attribute to the cultural dimensions of an organization. It is important to remove uncertainty and ambiguity from an organization's culture. This can be accomplished by creating a shared interest environment where power is equalized and employees feel free and open to be honest with everyone. Allowing employees to have a voice is a vital element to promoting trust within an organization. This form of open communication will contribute to a better perception of shared mutual trust amongst superiors and subordinates. Another attributing factor for mistrust in the workplace comes from organizational change, which is often met with resistance. Power and politics play a role in the resistance to change, and that absence or abuse of power may contribute to a culture that is likely to lack proper communication from top to bottom and vice versa. The person in power and the dependent party must have mutual trust, or else the dependent party will be unwilling to fulfill the tasks and responsibilities requested by those in power. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory states that humans have a desire to be loved and feel needed by others. In applying this theory to organizational change, the leaders of an organization must create an inclusive work environment where everyone feels included and is both recognized and rewarded for their performance. Positive feedback is warranted to increase workplace morale, which can promote better communication and instill trust in the workplace. Roethlisberger attributed social forces to individuals' behaviors, which stems from a person's life experiences. These forces influence a person's response to organizational change, which is why an emphasis on respecting these differences is key for successful organizational change.